Hello there and welcome back to my channel. It is of course only me again, and thank you so much for tuning back in for another round of metal detecting. Well, this little channel very recently reached 5,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone, and for that I am eternally grateful to each and every one of you that tune in every week to watch my content. It really does mean the absolute world to me, so a huge thank you once again. So to celebrate that milestone, I am doing a giveaway. That's right, you're going to have the opportunity to get your hands on one of these limited edition caps. I'm going to be giving away 3 caps, so all you have to do if you want one shipped to you completely free of charge is just comment down below this video, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll go through it towards the end of the month, pick 3 winners at complete random, and good luck to each and every one of you. Well, today we have come to a brand new field. Never ever been in this one before, but it is harvest time here in the British summertime, and as you can see there are bales everywhere and it's recently been cut for hay. But what makes this field really interesting is a few years ago in one of the other fields just over the hedge, I had some amazing finds, including lots of hammered coins and things like that. So there's definitely history in the area, but are we going to find it today? Well, you're going to have to watch the video to find out. But don't forget, everything that comes out, you're going to see right here first. And that leaves me to say thank you all so much again for watching my content. And if you do like this video, drop a thumbs up at the end. And guys, if you like metal detecting videos, you might as well subscribe, because there are going to be absolutely loads coming your way. But that is the talking out of the way. Thank you all again, and I will see you all on the very first hole. Well, we've just gone and had our very first target of the day, and this was a screaming 81 on the target identification screen. I thought it was going to be something really big, but it didn't. It turned out to be one of those old sort of brass loop type things. Now these are the subject of much conjecture. What are they? Are they curtain rings? Are they annular buckles? Are they ring money? Who knows? I certainly don't. But what I do know is they just come in all sorts of various different shapes and sizes, and some of them look more handmade, some of them look more cast. Your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, that's our first find, so it's not too bad. But let's keep pushing on, see what else comes out. Well, we haven't been in here that long at all, and I think we've just gone and found silver on our very second hole. I'm absolutely 100% sure it is silver, but it's not a coin or anything like that. It's some sort of random little silver strip. So this could very well once have been a part of something, but what it was, your guess is as good as mine. I have absolutely no idea, but the numbers were absolutely spot on for silver. It looks like silver, and 99.9% sure this is silver. But as you can see, it's just got these sort of little lines running through it, completely blank on the other side. So yeah, this is obviously from something, but I don't know what. Your guess is as good as mine. But it's a really great start. We've had a strange bronze ring, a nice little silver slither. What else are we going to find in this field? Well, let's keep pushing on and hopefully we get something good. So just had this random little thing pop out of the ground, and it appears to be made of copper alloy, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I have found nothing so far on this video which I can identify. But what does it look like? I mean, it could be like a drawer handle or something. Could have once attached here to the drawer, and maybe this was flat at one point, but at the moment it's completely bent in, so it could have been maybe the plough that did that, but I'm not too sure. I have no idea. Guys, use the comment section with all of your suggestions, because any of them are probably going to be better than mine with this little find. So it might not look it, but today is absolutely sweltering. Trust me to come out on one of the hottest days of the year, but yeah, just check the weather forecast. I think it said it was something like 29 to 30 degrees today, and boy, does it feel it. It is so hot, but withstanding the heat is always worth it in search of nice finds and treasure. And I haven't had any treasure on this particular hole, but I have had a really nice little whistle. And it's, yeah, I don't think it's an incredibly old whistle, but it's possibly a dog whistle, could be a sort of hawking whistle or something like that. But as I say, it's relatively modern. I'm thinking that this whistle is, you know, probably 20th century, something like that. It seems to be made of copper alloy, maybe pewter, but most certainly it's got a bit of bronze in there as well. And it's quite a nice piece. And I'm thinking that if I clean this up and get the inner hollow tube completely empty, chances are I might be able to get a whistle from it. So yeah, not too bad, a nice little whistle. Let's keep pushing on under the heat and hopefully we get the good stuff. So we've just gone and had a really nice buckle, and this is a really nice one too. It's a spectacle buckle, and it looks like it dates to the 1500s, which is a really nice little find. Now, I remember coming into this permission years and years ago, and that's when I found a few hammered coins. And I do remember finding a lot of buckles which also dated to the sort of 1500s, Tudor period, and maybe a little bit before in the 1400s as well. But this one is a really nice little example. And it's really easy to identify in terms of its date, because it just has this very stereotypical shape. Obviously two sides with the points on each end, and it almost looks like it's got points going through the middle pin there as well. And it's just got these really nice sort of little florally sort of decorational lines going through it. It's absolutely 1500s, could be mid to late 1500s for sure, but a really nice intact little copper alloy pin as well. So yeah, that's quite a nice little find actually. So I'm just going to try and find the hot spots again. It's been a little while since I've been in here, so I'm going to be really intrigued to see what else is in here, and hopefully we get some more really good bits just like this. So this little target here has just popped out of the plug, and it looks pretty interesting. It looks like another buckle, but whatever it is copper alloy. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. It definitely is another little buckle, and what a lovely little stunning buckle that is. Wow. So I think this buckle is older than the other buckle that we found, and it looks like this could potentially be, well, 1400s easily for sure. Let's have a look at the other side. So it's quite blank on the other side, no decoration, but yep, I've seen buckles like this before, and they've all got these sort of ring dots, almost like a caterpillar type effect, all going all the way around them, and they've all dated to the sort of medieval period. So I would be half tempted to say that we've just gone and found a stunning little medieval buckle, and that is a super duper cool little find. So yeah, lots and lots of buckles today, not very many coins, but I know from past experience that they are in here, so maybe I've had them all, but maybe they're just playing harder to find. Let's see. honestly, today is an absolute scorcher. Whew. I can't remember the last time I came out metal detecting and it was this hot. So yeah, I don't know whether I'm kind of stupid or just darn right brave enough to be stupid to actually come and do this. I really don't recommend it to many people because there's just no shade. When you're in the field in the middle of nowhere, the best you can hope for is a tree, and of course they're all at the edge of the field and you want to be in the center of the field. So it's a really, really tricky thing. I remember going out once, it was a couple of years ago, with Mr. Tweed, and that was probably the hottest day I've ever been out. There was no breeze, there was no air, and we both got really excited the night before, went to the field. It was a lovely day, blue skies obviously, and yeah, we both started detecting, and I think we lasted 2 hours before we both kind of looked at each other. We were giving each other funny looks, and I could tell that he was hot, I was very hot, and we both got about 2 hours in, looked at each other and was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And we drove all the way home again. So don't recommend it, but hey, if it's the only day you've got to go out, I suppose it's got to make the most of it. So I have just gone and found a finger ring, and it just so happens to be wrapped around a root. What is it with rings? They always seem to wrap themselves around roots. But let's take this off, because this is without a doubt a little bronze finger ring. Because I mean, you can just always tell, because of course they are they're always flat on the inside and then relatively curved on the outside, and this one's got a tiny little join here as well. So it's a finger ring. I've never ever had one of these in this field before, so it is a first. Couldn't tell you how old it is, but I quite confidently say this is at least a few hundred years old. Easily 300 to 400 years old for sure, but of course that is just a guess. But there we are, a really nice little finger ring. So I have just had this really random target come out of the ground, and look at that. What is that? So strange, so strange. So when I first pulled it out, I saw that bit and I thought, well, it looks like a buckle. And then I pulled it out even further and saw this, and then I thought, is it some type of fork? But I don't think it is, because there is absolutely nothing that comes off of this end here. So it can't be a fork, absolutely not. But it's copper alloy. It's a bit damaged, I think. Yeah, I would say that's very damaged. But it looks old. I'm tempted to think that this is medieval, post-medieval. Oh, I don't really know. No idea, but it was a absolutely screaming target. It's coming up at about 84 on the target identification. So yeah, this one was going to be dug every day of the week. But what is it, guys? Please leave a comment below and let me know. So we've just gone and found this thing here. Yeah, thought it was going to be another buckle for a moment, but when I pulled it out and saw these two arms, can't be a buckle, that's for sure. But it looks quite old, doesn't it? Now, I do actually think that I know what this is, or potentially what this is, because if you look carefully, it's got two arms that go either side, and chances are they went into something and only that bit was showing, and then a strap or something would have gone through here. So this could be like a bucket mount or something like that for sure. But yeah, I don't know how old it is, but it's certainly a very interesting one. So could be at least a couple of 100 years old for sure. But it's definitely a little mount of some kind. It's definitely not a buckle or anything like that. But it's another find in this field. It's been an absolutely wonderful day today so far. But the day is drawing to a close. So let's see if we can get a few more out of the ground before we go home. Okay, we are a stone's throw away from that last little buckety mount thing. And have a look at this, which has just come out of the ground. So, what is it? It looks like it's letters of some kind. Like some sort of italic writing, letters. Is it a little badge or something like that? Let's have a look on the back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a brooch because it's got two little pieces here, which is likely where an arm came down and then a pin came down there. So this could potentially be a little hat brooch or a little uniform badge or something like that. But I can't tell what that says. It could be something like FFG, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine. But hey, it's another find in this amazing field, and we certainly can't sniff at that. Well, today truly is buckle day, that's for sure. I have tried so hard to get some coins out of this field today, but it's just not giving them up. Now, I don't think it's because we're missing them, because we're finding buckles and all these other things. So I think it just could be that we aren't in the area where the coins are, unfortunately. But as I said, I have had some decent coins from here before, so I'm pretty sure if I was to really persist on, we probably could get one or two more. But regardless of that, I've just had another buckle. And this is a really, really nice decorative little buckle. So it's got this kind of lattice work going all the way around the outside of it, and it's a really stunning piece. I don't think it's tremendously old. I mean, I would be tempted to say this is from the 1700s, something like that, which of course, you know, for many people all around the world is a very old find, and you know, I don't disagree with that, but for what we find in this field, usually it's quite new. So yeah, the pin unfortunately is missing through the middle of this one, and it could very well once have been a shoe buckle or something like that, because it's quite small and it's quite dainty. But it's a really, really nice buckle to add to the collection that we have found today, and I think this is like buckle number 5 or something, so there was obviously a lot of activity in this field. So the day is drawing to a close now. We've probably got about 20 minutes left, something like that. I have been totally baked by this sun today, but it's been worth it. We've had some really, really great finds, and it's just been a really beautiful day to be out and, you know, under the sun. Okay, it's been hot, but with amazing finds and beautiful countryside, you can't go wrong. Okay, so we are now at the end of another fantastic day's metal detecting. And okay, we haven't had loads of nice shiny silver and gold trinkets. We've certainly had a good selection of history. There has been buckles and just lots of interesting little bits which have kept me interested for sure. And I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing everything come out of the ground today. So I'm going to head off home now. It's about a half an hour drive away. And my goodness, I cannot wait to get into a nice cold shower. It has certainly been one of those days today. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing everything come out of the ground. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe if you like metal detecting videos, because there is going to be so many more videos coming up for you to see right here on the channel. But until the next time, I will catch you all on the very next hole.